Another Friday and another JOELUMB movie review. I'm JOELUMB. And as always, when you're done watching this video, feel free to check out my movie review playlist. The link is on the top right corner at the beginning of this video. And at the end of this video will also be a link to my previous movie review on the top left corner. Please subscribe to my channel, smash the like button, and click on the notification bell. When you see a new video, you can check it out yourself. This week's movie review is the 1981 crime thriller Nighthawks. The film was directed by Bruce Malmuth in his solo directorial debut. Nighthawks stars Sylvester Stallone, who was just a few years removed from his Academy Award-winning performance in the 1976 film Rocky. Billy Dee Williams, with Lindsay Wagner of the TV series The Bionic Woman, and Rutger Hauer, a Dutch actor in his American film debut. The movie was known for its production problems, including the firing of original director Gary Nelson, director of the Disney films Freaky Friday from 1976 and The Black Hole from 1979, and re-editing by Sylvester Stallone himself. The story was originally planned as The French Connection 3 by screenwriter David Shaber at 20th Century Fox, with Gene Hackman's Popeye Doyle teamed up with a wisecracking cop, possibly played by Richard Pryor. But when Hackman was reluctant to make a third film as Doyle, the idea was scrapped. Universal Pictures acquired the rights to the storyline, which Shaber reworked into Nighthawks. The film had two working titles, Attack and Hawks, and pre-production began in 1979. Principal photography began in 1980 when the final draft of the script was completed, and production ended in April of 1980. Because of the problems with Stallone's and the studio's interference in post-production, the film was heavily re-edited and was released a year after it was finished. Nighthawks marked the American debut of Dutch actor Rutger Hauer to accept the role of Wolfgar. He turned down a better-paying role in Spinks, a 1981 adventure film directed by Franklin J. Schaffner. His mother and best friend died during the film's production, and he returned to the Netherlands for their funerals. Before its theatrical release, Nighthawks was edited for violence by Universal Studios and the MPAA. Among the scenes cut was a longer disco shootout, and Wolfgar's death scene was heavily edited. In the plot of the movie, three armed assailants attack a woman who turns out to be NYPD Detective Sergeant Deke Da Silva of the Street Crimes Unit in disguise. His partner is Detective Sergeant Matthew Fox. They immobilize the two assailants. Deke chases the third upstairs to a subway station platform. He taunts him and incapacitates him with a scarf. Da Silva and Fox then serve a high-risk warrant in the Bronx. They raid a drug distribution spot where they discover a corrupt police officer among the dealers. After the arrest, Da Silva meets his estranged wife, Irene, and tells us that he loves her. Although she initially rebuffs his advances, they eventually reconcile. On that same day, in London, terrorist for hire Wolfgar bombs a department store. Later, he meets a member of his network at a party to receive travel documents and money. Suspicious of the delivery man, Wolfgar kills him and three Metropolitan Police Service officers sent to arrest him. He escapes, and the police superintendent berates lead investigator Inspector Hartman. In Paris, Wolfgar meets his partner Shaka and learns that his handlers are ostracizing him because the bombing killed a number of children. Wolfgar undergoes facial surgery to alter his appearance and decides to move his terrorist campaign to New York City. NYPD Lieutenant Manafo transfers Da Silva and Fox to the newly formed Anti-Terrorist Action Command, ATAC Squad, where they meet Hartman. Hartman and Da Silva clash since he believes that American police are not ruthless enough to deal with a terrorist such as Wolfgar, although he hesitates to condone killing Wolfgar. Da Silva absorbs his new training and begins to understand a terrorist. In New York City, Wolfgar moves in with a flight attendant and kills her when she discovers his arsenal. Acting on a tip, Manafo orders De Silva and Fox to search every nightclub the flight attendant had visited. They find Wolfgar in a nightclub, and after a shootout and foot chase through the subway, Wolfgar first takes a woman hostage and uses her as a human shield, preventing De Silva from shooting. Wolfgar then escapes by slashing Fox's face with a knife, enraging De Silva, who vows to kill Wolfgar. At the hospital, Fox admonishes De Silva for not shooting Wolfgar. The ATAC squad guards a United Nations function at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Shaka, infiltrating the party in disguise, corners Hartman on an escalator and kills him. After hijacking a Roosevelt Island tramway car, Wolfgar executes the wife of a French ambassador, while De Silva watches from a hovering police helicopter. Wolfgar demands that De Silva board the tramway to receive an infant that he wishes to be taken to safety. De Silva is winched up to the aerial tram and confronts Wolfgar, demanding to know why he killed the woman. He says he killed her because he wanted to. Considering himself a speaker for people who cannot speak for themselves, he says that all people are victims. The police agree to Wolfgar's demand for a bus to escort him and the hostages to an airport where a jet will be waiting. Wolfgar and Shaka hide among the hostages. As they aboard the bus, De Silva plays a hidden recording of Hartman lecturing and denouncing Shaka. Enraged, breaks away from the hostages and Fox shoots her with a sniper rifle. Wolfgar escapes by driving the bus off a ramp into the East River, but after searching the area, the police cannot find him. At the end of the movie, Wolfgar breaks into Irene's home, tracking her into the kitchen as she was doing dishes. As he was ready to kill her from behind, he suddenly turns around and is De Silva in disguise. He aims his revolver at the terrorist, who lunges at him. He fires twice at him, sending his body crashing into the street. De Silva walks out of the house and sits behind Wolfgar's lifeless body on the front steps of Irene's home. That's the end of the movie. With a $5 million budget, Nighthawks was released on April 10th, 1981. It grossed $19.9 million in the box office. Wow. It received generally positive reviews, and it was a financial success. The overall rating for Nighthawks is a 5 out of 10. While this movie was a success at the box office, there were still problems when it came to making the film. Besides, this was not the best Stallone film for me. However, he would recover in 1982 thanks to films like Rocky III and First Blood, when we were introduced to John Rambo, which led to the creation of the Rambo franchise. Did you know in 2021 interview with Collider, Stallone admitted there were 3 films he would have loved to re-edit to original versions, Nighthawks being one, the other 2 being Paradise Alley from 1978 and Rocky V from 1990. I think the heavy re-editing was also a problem with Stallone's 1986 film Cobra, if everybody remembers the movie review I did a year ago on that one.